Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you how I won a contract for $450,000. This is actually going on 3 years back. This is like one of my first contracts that I won in year one of my government contracting. Just for those who don't know, my name is Dr. West, and I've been doing government contracting as a middleman for about 3 years now. So 3 years back, one of my first contracts was for HVAC cleaning in Las Vegas, Nevada. I live in Ohio. How can I have done that? Well, guess what? I'm a middleman. I don't have to actually live in Nevada. I don't actually have to have a business established in Nevada. But because I know the middleman process, I was able to apply it to this federal government contract. So let me tell you guys just keep hearing, what's it, $450,000 contract, $450,000 contract. How does that work? Well, let me tell you guys some steps here. So step number one, I found the opportunity, right? I went to sam.gov. If you haven't seen it yet, sam.gov. This is a free federal government website where you can register and actually find the opportunities. Now, if you need some coaching, some help, don't forget to hit the link below. We got some material and we got some coaching we can offer you. Now, what I did was I went to that website, I looked at the list of all the opportunities, and I saw this opportunity for HVAC cleaning for the Bureau of Reclamation in Las Vegas. And let me tell you guys something. When I first read that, I said, Bureau of Reclamation. I have no clue what that is or no clue what they do. The reason I tell you guys that is a lot of people think that in government contracting, you got to niche down. You got to know your industry. You got to know your end user. You got to build rapport with that department. You got to do all this stuff. The Bureau of Reclamation said they need HVAC cleaning for 10 or 11 buildings done. And this is like right after COVID because those buildings were sitting empty. So they needed the HVAC cleaning done. I said, great. That's step number one. Step number two. I went on Google, I went on Facebook, and I went to go find me a company who does HVAC. It's a simple search to find a company that does HVAC, and you guys can, again, lock in with our program. We can show you how to do it. I found a company that did HVAC. I said, hey, listen, how much money would it cost me to do these buildings? Well, they said, well, that building right there, that building is a $10,000 building. That building's $5,000, that building's $5,000, this building's $25,000. The most expensive building might have been like $20,000. It was like 10 or 11 buildings. I'm like, okay, great. So how much is that? Long story short, y'all, it came out to about 50 grand total for all the buildings done. I said, great. Step number three now it's time to submit the proposal, right? So in step number one, I found the opportunity on sam.gov. In step number two, I called a bunch of local HVAC companies in Las Vegas. I got a quote. Now, step number three, a lot of you guys are here for this step number three because a lot of you guys feel like, oh man, if only I knew how to submit, then I can do what Wes is doing in government contracting. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, it's not as complicated as you think when you have a proven system. I knew that to submit a proposal to the federal government, the government wants to know my technical description, my past performance, and my pricing. I put that stuff together onto a proposal, and I told the government, this is how much I'm going to charge you. This is a good tip for you guys to know. Government contracting is not a quick business, right? It's a very slow business. I do remember I didn't get that award letter for this contract for months. I submitted a proposal. 3-4 months later, I get an award letter for $450,000. Roughly, I make about $40K on a year. Great. So I'm glad I put this in perspective. I've been awarded millions of dollars in government contracts. This one contract per se, $450,000 contract, I'm seeing about 40K a year of that. And then here's the thing, guys, the government doesn't do everything forever. Like we even heard, this last year that we just completed some of the buildings, the government said we got 10 buildings. Instead of doing 10 buildings, we're gonna do 7 buildings. Now guess what? What does that mean about my profit? That means I make less money. Roughly, if everything went through, we did all 5 years and the pricing sheet was the way that was written, it's about, $200K to me on that contract. That is how I won my $450,000 contract. If you want to know more about more of my contracts, tell me more. If you guys got value out of this content, if you guys can do me a favor, hit a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.